This is actually the third attempt at going live. I gotta say what I gotta say because this is very important, not only to me, but it should be important to those that have enough sense, enough audacity to have a conversation about boxing and the negative impact that it appears that the black masses has on boxing. That being said, Chris Eubanks Jr. said the promoters that he has been in contact or had conversation or contact with in the past, right, were scumbags. He was personally referring to Eddie Hearns, um, Matchroom, which is a part of Eddie Hearns' incorporation, Bob Arum, not so much Bob Arum, but um, Frank. Frank. Frank is the name that I associate with the particular promoter. I don't know his first name, but um, Chris Eubanks Jr. indicated that those promoters are scumbags. They're scumbags because they do everything in their power to keep a fighter down instead of um, being a part of the promotion and making the fight a big ordeal. The promoters, as far as Chris Eubank is concerned, are scumbags because they do everything in their power. Frank Warren, thanks a lot. Shout out to my main man, Gil Cole. Thanks, brother. Frank Warren was the promoter in question in regards to the scumbag and Chris Eubanks and his feelings toward primarily those in the professional know in boxing, right? He said that all they did was try to rob, steal, and have black fighters, especially under slave contracts. That is a heck of a statement. And for me to have heard that, it put me in a state of mind that we as a people obviously don't get it because we do more harm to one another than we do to escalate one another as far as business is concerned or as far as helping one another get in a position where they can help somebody else. We're not going to do that. All we're going to do is drag one another down. And I'm sick of that. You know what I mean? I'm sick of that. I'm sick of being in a position where I can't find the proper mindset in the black community, right, to forge an alliance to be able to do and grow as a unit, right? I'm sick of this, man. You know what I mean? I mean, for Chris Eubanks Jr. to make that hellacious statement about uh, white promoters in particular, and based on the fact that there's only one successful black promoter, one, and that is, who is that? Can anybody help me out with that? Who is that black promoter? I know. Anybody got a hint? Anybody got a hint? Okay, that's all said and done. But Gil Cole, I still got a problem with the 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 the, the, the possibility that that's true. It has been alleged that Chris Eubanks Jr. Apologized for that statement, but I'm not apologizing for what I'm saying because it's factual in nature, based on the fact that this type of behavior is repetitious when it comes to the treatment of So you don't think he meant what he said? You don't think that those in a political no might have had something to do with him changing his mind? For me, I'm not changing my tone, Gil, because I know. Okay, okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Gil Cole? Hey, for me, I can't change my tone on that, brother, because I know behind the scenes that this is a treatment that has been repetitiously for ages, right? This is not something new, especially to me, to hear a black fighter say those promoters are scumbags, right? Because this isn't the first conversation that we've had about the mistreatment of a particular promoter. But my point is this, actually. My point is this. Why isn't there only one black promoter? I was talking to someone in particular that's in the boxing scheme of things, has had some levels of success, and I posed a question to him: how come there's no black promoter? And he said that Yasser Hassan, shout out to Yasser Hassan, and he said, well, I guess you got to wait your turn, right? Because like it's just difficult because they're not gonna like embrace you with that type of energy. You know what I mean? I'm like, why do we have to wait on them? Why do we have to solicit to them before we can get up on our own feet and do it ourselves? Right? Is the money? I'm quite sure there's a logical explanation for how promoters get funded, promoters get sponsored. I'm quite sure that the government has a door, an avenue that would put forth the monetary needs to promote a promoter, black or otherwise, right? The thing is that we don't have enough gumption to get off of our rusty rumps, right, and make it happen. We don't have enough gumption to come together and initiate a plan and make it work, right? We would rather disrespect and destroy one another. What I'm trying to say to y'all is I'm sick of that, man. You know what I mean? I'm just totally sick of that. So absolutely. Shout out to Yasser Hassan. So I'm trying to reach that mindset, right? Those individuals who are willing to step out of that old thought process, that old behavior, right, and say, man, look, this is what we're gonna do, and do it, and do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just to me as an older brother, right? It's embarrassing to think that we don't got nothing. We don't own nothing, right? I mean, I got to exclude myself that because I did have enough sense to ascertain some acreage, right? You know what I mean? I did have enough. Absolutely, Al Hammond. And who else did it? Who else did it? Gil Cole. Who else did it? I just can't believe uh, the brother escapes me, the older brother, with the hair. Damn. How come you know, Devin Haney is a licensed promoter, but Devin doesn't have the monetary uh, wherewithal to actually put himself in a position where he can really be considered as a promoter. And that's just keeping it real. I love Devin. I love Bill Haney, right? But those are facts. It takes a lot of money to put those major fights on, and I mean a lot of money, right? And but that's not to say that it can't be done. It can be done. They do it. Everybody else do it. You know what I mean? It can be done. Oscar De La Hoya did it. What is it? You know what? Now I can justify of being a little forgetfulness. Don King is who I'm talking about, man. Don King is who I'm talking about. And John King is getting old. You know what I mean? And I'm just of the opinion, right, that brother, you know what I'm saying, given the right set of circumstances and the right people, right, I'm quite sure Don King. I'm not speaking of a black only boxing league, Gil Cole. I am merely talking about some black promoters, brother. Some black promoters who can. And see, this is what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking if I was a black promoter, right, I would not only promote boxing, but I would set boxes up that was up under my uh, uh, who were up under my umbrella, right? I would make sure those boxers was financially put in a position where they would be able to live off their earnings, right? Whether it's in stocks, whether it's in some type of um, foundation where the boxer could be assured once they retire, they wouldn't have to worry about where they're going to get their next meal from. It's a lot of fighters today that actually have to worry about how they're going to get some money, how they're going to get fed. You know what I'm saying? Because they squandered their money away. Because the promoters, they didn't take the initiative to say, look, man, we're going to start putting some money out of these purses to the side so we can conjure up enough money where we can invest this money so y'all can live off the investment. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard promoters of any color speak to that initiative? No, you don't, because they don't really have the heart and the desire to help each other, man. It's all about what can you do for me, and what have you done for me lately? You feel me? So that's what I'm talking about, Gil. I'm talking about making something different happen. You know what I'm saying? Uh, okay, so why we ain't doing what? Okay, Gil. Okay, I got that, and I can appreciate that. But I'm saying, so what's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem, Gil? Why don't we, as a people, have corporations? Why don't we, as a people, have supermarkets? Why don't we, as a people, own railroads? Don't, don't, don't do it. Just don't do it, right? We don't, because we're constantly saying, making such statements that detour the interests of unifying our efforts, putting, believing in one. We don't believe in one another, right? We just as well. Uh, be Gil, yeah, it's a few that own monetary gains, right? It's a few. It's a few. It's a hand. I mean, actually, Gil, to be realistic with you, right? I wouldn't even want to even have a conversation about the uh, few black people that have a toehold in this economy. I mean, it's kind of like if you ain't a sportsman, if you ain't an entertainer, if you ain't a entrepreneur, specifically speaking, right? You ain't cracking that code. I'm trying to, brother. I want to crack the code. I mean, can you give me some positive feedback on how we, you and me, and those with like-minded thought processes can crack that code, can put up a few dollars together and have enough faith and enough trust in one another to make something happen? How can we do that? Man, look, I'm just saying, man, you know what I'm saying? I just had to get that off my mind because that's the type of person I am, right? I am the type that want from my brother and my sister what I want for myself. And I really think that way and I live that model, right? But it's hard to find like minded brothers and sisters like that because Gil Cole, I hate to tell you this, brother, but most of the things that you say are like, we have been trained to think like that. You ain't. Oh no, you ain't. You ain't accepting that, huh? We have been trained by the master to think like we think. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me that it's some of us that have that, right? Yeah, a selective few. 17 acres. It's not enough. It's not enough to make a successful go at establishing a business. It's not. But if, we don't even have to do that, man. It's a lot of brothers and sisters out there with fabulous business minds, right? That are really willing to some. I do, yeah. I can say that I do. But what the, well, I mean, but Gil, what's the point? I mean, what's the point? What's the point, brother? Man, I'm trying to get a conversation going where you can tell me, okay, you probably do. Okay, I got that. You probably do. But I'm saying is, I mean, but what about the ones that are in a position to, um, the ones that you're speaking of that are in a position, right, to 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 take it upon themselves. So you know what, man, that brother right there, um, I believe got a good heart, right? And I do, I do. I don't know about nobody else, but my heart is pure. You know what I mean? I want to help that brother open up some doors. That's what I'm talking about. Open some doors. Tell me how we can open some doors, Gil Cole. That's what I need you to. I need you to tell me how not I, we can open some doors, right? And I'm gonna keep pushing this narrative until um, something happens. You know why? Because I have promised myself that I am not gonna leave this earth until I erect something historical in nature, whether it's business, politics, or otherwise. You feel me? So, that being said, look, y'all need to hit that subscription button, man. Drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about how we can come together and build something mammoth, something huge. And share my videos with your friends and relatives. And don't forget to hit that like button. I know y'all got something out this conversation, Gil Cole included. But we got to do more than get this. Yeah. Gil, that in my opinion, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's heading in the right direction, right? When it comes doing what's right, right? Actually, I have to take a little credit for that because I was the one that put that bug in that ear, right, to Bill, right. There's a contractual arrangement, uh, legally speaking. I'm not talking about the fighting. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about the contract, right? Ryan signed the contract, and he breached that contract. Period. There's nothing else to be discussed with the contract, right? The PED, we ain't discussing none of that. We're discussing the contract. You breached the integrity of the contract, Ryan Garcia, and Ryan Garcia needs to pay for breaching the contract. We that's the political. Oh my God, Gil. How do we get there, buddy? We were talking about suits and we went from lawsuits to Devin and Saul. Okay. I'm gonna try to make a reference to that in the conversation. No, ain't nobody. Hey, come on, Gil, man. I know you ain't serious about that, man. You don't mean that, man. You couldn't possibly do that. Everybody ain't gonna put themselves in a position where you gonna extract some blood from that stuff, from that idiot and put yourself in a position where you gonna be locked up for the rest of your. We ain't doing that. The thing is, get that pocket, man. You know what I mean? Get that pocket, man. Make him uh feel through a monetary loss that he was wrong. You feel me? Do you think he was wrong, Gil, Ryan Garcia? Or are you good with him in the PEDs and the line and the racism and all that? All that, man. I really look. Check this out. If I was Devin, Ryan Garcia literally, intellectually and psychologically wouldn't be able to sleep. Because I would be. I mean, just wearing his rump out when it comes to legalities. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all, I got to go. I got to go. Y'all gave me some time. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I got my message off. Hopefully something good to come of it. And I gotta Devin could make more money fighting him in the ring. I don't know about that. I don't know about that because a lot of people are mad at Ryan Garcia, Gil. A lot of people are mad at Ryan Garcia, and they have good reason to be mad at him because the old boy from what county is that? Orange County, right? Orange County, I believe it's Orange County. Um, Victorville. Victorville. Wait a minute, hold it. Victorville is north. No, take that back. It's not Orange County, but it's in a part of California that breeds racists. And there was a Woodrow Guards. Hey, now, I'm telling you, because I've been to Victorville, I know Victorville, right? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm initially from, California. I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana, but I was reared in California, Oakland, California, to be specific. You feel me? So all those little hick racist towns, I know, and Victorville is one of them. I didn't get a chance to see that, Gil. But look, man, I love you, brother. Uh, we always have some good dialogue and keep on pushing that line, brother. But change the narrative to how we gonna get some paper, man. How we gonna build monstrosities. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, loved one. That being said, check us out. I got to go.